I know one of your primary interests is in baseball, but I know recently you just became involved in working with USA Cheer. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with cheerleaders and some of the injuries that you see in them?
Well, cheerleading, there's different forms of cheerleading. There are different disciplines. There's sideline cheering, and there's competition cheering, and then there's stunts. There's partner stunts and individual stunts and things like that. USA Cheer, which is the national governing body for cheerleading, just like USA Track and Field is the national governing body for track and field in our country, and USA Baseball is the national governing body for baseball. USA Cheer is the national governing body for cheerleading. So they have proposed as an emerging sport to the NCAA, a sport called Stunt. And Stunt is going to be a sport that's going to start with 24 or 25 schools in the spring at the NCAA level competing. There'll be 4 quarters of competition. There'll be head-to-head from a team standpoint. There will be team routines, just like you see on ESPN and the cheerleading competitions. But there will also be individual stunts, team stunts, partner stunts, tumbling, and cheering spirit type stuff. So there'll be side-by-side competitions with judges. There'll be some timed events, things like that. And so this is going to be a sport that will qualify for Title IX at the NCAA level. And then USA Cheer, along with 91 other countries, have applied for status with the International Olympic Committee as an emerging sport, so that stunt will be a competitive sport at the Olympic level. So currently, USA Cheer is the governing body that provides the national team. They've had, this was their 4th year, so Team USA, from a cheerleading standpoint, this is their 4th year in competition. And the world competition this year is going to be in Orlando. I believe it's in April. It's in late April of 2011. So Team USA will be chosen in January, following some tryouts in December and January, and then they'll compete in April against the rest of the world. So that's what's going on in the world of cheerleading, and there's a misconception that cheerleading is a really dangerous sport. It's really not that dangerous of a sport. There are obviously different disciplines, but it's a relatively safe sport, and we do see obvious injuries in cheerleading just like we do in every sport, but there's some information out there about injuries in cheerleading that is a little misleading because of the number of participants and the studies that have been done. But again, that's more information that we're trying to gather. So I recently got involved with them, and then we're trying to work out some studies that will allow us to provide realistic information about the risks of cheerleading and all the different disciplines.